The famous Round Table. ANDRZEJ SLESIK says even now he's overcome with reverent awe when he touches it. The master carpenter made it 25 years ago. Today it's become the symbol of a democratic Poland.
It's a beautiful piece of furniture that I made, and it's played such an important role in history. At this table, the Solidarity trade union Solidarność and the communists reached an agreement. You could say the table caused a democratic breakthrough. I'm happy that I could play a role in it.
The table became a symbol for conflict resolution. Solidarity leader Lech Wałęsa negotiated at talks that threatened to collapse several times. Then, a miracle. The Communists and Solidarity agreed to hold parliamentary elections on June 4, 1989. The ruling Communists were guaranteed a certain number of seats. The rest were to be occupied by freely elected opposition members. The first relatively free vote since World War II was a disastrous defeat for the Communists. Today, ANDRZEJ SLESIK heads a furniture company. He's remained loyal to woodworking, saying wood is something solid that one can build on. It's a good fit for Schlesik. The last 25 years have been good, and he's made the best of the opportunities that came his way.
Yes, of course I'm proud of myself. Let's put it this way. I've developed in the right direction. I've become a boss. I have my employees, and I'm responsible for them. I think that you can call that a big success.
But he's also experienced the toughness of the new economic system. The factory where the table was made was sold and then closed down. There's a shopping center now where his old workshop used to be. ANDRZEJ's wife Jadwiga is a farmer. Even if her work looks the way it used to, the farm is a modern one. She says she's grateful for the democratic development. Without that change, Poland would not be an EU member and there would be no subsidies.
Have you filled out all your applications?
Of course, it's done. And even filed already. Everything's okay.
The farm is flourishing. They continue to acquire new equipment. That wouldn't have been possible in communist times. ANDRZEJ also heads the municipal council with his wife's help. They make a good team. Success? Not for their neighbor, Jerzy KOWAL. Once a welder, he quickly lost his job when his plant closed immediately after communism fell. He collects pallets and old boards to burn as fuel. He says you never know how bad times can become. When ANDRZEJ visits him, he knows what the topic of conversation will be. He says KOWAL is single-minded and isn't adapting to the new system.
Democracy. Democracy and capitalism. That's fine for rich people. But this system isn't for people like me, not for poor people. The rich get richer and the poor get poorer.
His small farm barely supports itself. He hasn't even tried to apply for EU subsidies because he has no confidence in the system. The Schlesiks say they're touched by the fates of those who haven't fared well. The euphoria about freedom of speech and open elections has waned.
We were all fascinated at first, but now the emotions have subsided. If you look at the government and what it does and the changes they're implementing, you feel powerless to do anything.
Poles once formed the courageous vanguard of democratic change in Eastern Europe. They had high expectations back then and overwhelming euphoria. And although hardly anyone in Poland wants the old system back, the Round Table, where it all began, has come to represent democratic awakening, but also disillusionment.